Hi there, it's me, Beato from New York City. It is a lovely night and I decided to stride out and enjoy some time by the Riverside Drive by Hudson Heights. That is by 181st Street and I believe it's Pinehurst or Cabrini. It is a very lovely night because the temperature is just cool and it's just perfect to go outside and have a nice walk where we can gather ourselves and recollect ourselves with thoughts, the beauty of life. This is a time for me when I just spend time to really think about the things that sometimes we need to be thought out and close to nature, and also to clear my mind on the pollution that we all get and that sort of sit there and embed there in our mind and will not allow us to think clearly. So I don't meditate in the way people do through yoga and other some practices or meditations and stuff like that. But I do spend time thinking and walking and sort of cleaning my mind with the touch of nature that it's very difficult to explain how she does her cleaning and her cleansing our minds. I am now close to the George Washington Bridge, as you can see there, and underneath me you can see the cars rumbling and rolling along your path of your destination. Also you can see the New Jersey Palisades across the river. Though it is late and you can perceive clearly the mountains, but yet you can see the reflections of the lights casting their silhouettes and their beautiful lighting effects on the ripples of the Hudson River. The sky is dark, but nevertheless it seems to fill my mind with a sense of expansiveness that I find quite elevating and uplifting. I'm going to now walk on the other side of the square and show you a nice circle here right by the ends of 181st Street, where it is called, I believe, Plaza Lafayette at 181st. And if you ever thought about looking for a place to live in New York City and you don't want to live in downtown because the rents are very expensive, you can here find some affordable rents in nice places where you can still have a little spot of downtown Manhattan. So the Hudson River has become the new place, the new home for people who wants to live in the city and yet they cannot afford to living in downtown. I'm now walking uphill back to where I live. And it's just a nice night, I have to tell you. Though it is May 13, I feel that the weather is like fall season. It feels like we are in the fall season. And this has sort of created some preoccupation for those that think that our planet is warming up, because the temperature certainly feels like we are in the winter or in the fall. It doesn't really feel like summertime, but nevertheless it has this very soothing effect in our mind, in our body, and I feel that this is one of the most wonderful times of the year because I can enjoy the city, walk around and enjoy the sceneries, the restaurants, the bustle and the stir of the city, and yet not feel annoyed by the nuances of the cars, the machines, and the noise of the city. I'm gonna go across the other side of the street, and I'm gonna head up to 181st and Broadway. Now I'm walking by the left side of 181st Street, and I have to tell you that everywhere you see people walking by, it is so true that the city never sleeps, because everywhere you look, you can see people walking around. It's not a ghost town by any stretch of the imagination. There's always something going on, and that's what makes the New York City so appealing for people who are looking for activities and hobbies, entertainment, and museums and galleries. So for me, this is like heaven, because as an artist, I do feel that New York City has so much to offer me. I have friends from time to time from Europe, and they will call me and tell me how does it feel living in New York City for so many years, if I don't get tired, if I am not already a machine, and so on and so forth. But I tell them that after all these years, I cannot believe that I feel like completely new. I don't know why, but the city is always changing, and it is very difficult to sort of keep pace with the changes. Not in the sense that it does not keep the buildings, but there are new faces. Restaurants sometimes will close, and you get new trendy stores, new people moving in, and so it gives the idea or the impression that you are coming to a new city every 3 years. So I will invite you to come to New York City and spend some good time here. You have such a variety of food and people and ambiances, and you can always find your spot here in New York. Rents, I have to tell you, is a little more expensive than back in the 90s, but if you find a roommate, you can always find a place here where you can live. With $600, $800 a month, you can probably find a room somewhere and be able to stay here for a couple of years and learn how to speak English like the way I did, get absorbed with the American community, and basically literally become part of this stream of this place. I am now approaching a gourmet deli owned by Arabs. It is right on my left, and just across this deli you will find the building where I live. I moved here 3 years ago, and I had to tell you that I have been able to have such a wonderful time enjoying everything that I like: coffee, food, people, walking, and also music. Since there are a few churches around here, they have graciously allowed me to use their instruments so that I can practice. Have a wonderful night, and this was Eddie. Take care. Bye.